going to take our time. We're going to go around one more time. We had a little trouble there on the side there. Okay, we're good now. We're going to parade them here. All right.
All right, here with Pete Kent, talking a little bit about the celebrity harness race tonight. And Pete, can you start off talking a little bit about how you got involved with the celebrity harness race and who you are going to be racing for tonight?
Well, I got through the Friends of Ferris. They selected me to be their racer, and I'm racing tonight for the Angels for Action, for helping the kids, and we're trying to get enough money to help them keep going, which I think is a great operation. And how I got into the racing, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm going to be 76 years old next month, and I'm saying, am I too old to do something like this? And I said, no, because I want to skydive next month. So I think I'm going to have a lot of fun doing the race. And I'm a little bit apprehensive. I'm excited, but I'm very confident. I'm not cocky, but I'm confident.
Okay. Now, can you talk about the process of the Currys working with you and getting you prepared for this one?
They are absolutely incredible. Matt and Pat Curry. Matthew has been training me just every day. I've been going out there probably 35 times. I've got over maybe 260 times around the track. And Pat gave me the inspiration to go out by myself. And he said, just go for it. And I did. And it's just been an incredible experience. And like I said earlier, if we didn't have the Currys, the Curry family, they've raised hundreds of thousands of dollars in this race since 1999, and they've done an outstanding. We're blessed to have them.
Now, this race is going to be a little bit unique for you in that you're going to be racing against your daughter. Can you talk about that and how that makes this experience even all the more special for you?
Well, that's one of the reasons I did it, because my daughter was doing it, and I said, if she can do it, I said, I'll try it, because she's a little apprehensive on horses like I was. But I think we're both in it to win it. And, I hope we have a good showing. And my prayer is that all five of the racers do a good job, and we all come out unscathed. I hope we all come out, we can walk away and have a giggle after the race today.
Renee, maybe if you could just start off talking about how you got involved with this year's Celebrity Harness race and who you're going to be racing for.
Okay, so I'm racing for the United Way and Susan P. Wheatlake. I have a passion for kids, and I also have a passion for cancer. So what I did was I was asked if I could represent the United Way, and I said absolutely, something out of my comfort zone. And I have been training and learning a lot about an area that I have no clue about. And over the past 6 to 8 weeks, I've learned a load about riding a harness race.
Has it made you become more comfortable as you've gone along?
Yes, absolutely. I started out like my father, Pete. We were very apprehensive about being with large animals and being with the horse, and as you work with the Currys and Dennis Eckert, they help you get more comfortable with your horses. So it's been absolutely wonderful, and I'm a lot more comfortable now.
Did the fact that Pete got involved with the race kind of inspire you to go ahead with this?
Absolutely. So it worked in the reverse. I got asked to go first, and then as time went on, Friends of Ferris asked my dad. They thought this would be a great little competition to have father and daughter racing against each other. So he said, hey, do you mind? I said, absolutely not. Let's keep it all in the family.
What is the most exciting part about getting into the harness and racing?
Yes, so the most exciting part for me is just being able to ride for two causes that I'm really passionate about. Being in a small town, having a great small town fair, and bringing our community together. That's probably the most exciting piece. And then the ride itself, it's a real rush. So I'm real excited about that opportunity.
First of all, just talk a little bit about how you got involved with the Celebrity Harness race and who you're racing for this evening.
Well, at the St. Mary's Gala, they raised money to have me race. So they raised over $1,200, I believe it was, to sponsor me for the race. So that was how I got here.
Okay. Now, is this something that St. Mary's does every year? I know that's
every year they have they have somebody at the gala that they raise money for as part of the fundraising.
So, I mean, was that something that you were pretty excited about when you learned that you were going to be the person that was going to do this?
Yeah, I am. other than when I was a young kid, I haven't really ridden horses or been involved with horses, so this is a new experience to me. So didn't know what I was getting into. Getting out there every morning and working with the horses and working with Matt Curry, it's been a great experience, and we've had a lot of fun.
You know, once you get out there on the horse, can you talk about that experience and how exciting that is, you know, to be behind one of those?
Yeah, it's the hardest part is not having the control. The horse is the engine, and they're the ones that you're behind. So it's a little bit different there, as opposed to racing in a car or riding in a car. My background is track and field, and so I'm used to going around laps and doing that. But you're used to having your own control over how fast you go, and just being able to control another animal like that is amazing.
Can you just talk about, you know, what has been the most rewarding part of this experience for you leading up to tonight?
It's been a great experience just working with the other riders. We've gotten to work together, getting to know other people outside of the St. Mary's community. I know Pete is a school board member, and meeting another principal and meeting other people in the community has been a great experience.
Can you talk about, first of all, how you got involved with this and who you're going to be racing for this season?
Sure. We have an event that's held out at Tullymore in St. Ives called the Shamrock Invitational. About 3-4 years ago, the Currys came to us and said, "Hey, we'd like for you to get involved in a celebrity race during the fair." So we had a guy from our committee. I'm on the committee for that event, and so Kevin O'Brien was the first one who raced, and he won. The second year, another gentleman, Kim Von Konenberger, he came in second, and then last year was our third year, and Jeff Bowman won. So I'm now the next person on the committee that is now coming out to race in this event.
Okay.
So, just to raise money.
With all the success that you know, some of those guys have had in the past, that put some pressure on you?
You know, it's probably, I didn't think about it, but now that you brought it up, yeah, there probably is a little bit of pressure.
Okay.
But I've been training hard. I've been training for a couple of months, and there's a gentleman down in Allegan that the Currys set me up with. His name is Keith Ho, who's here tonight racing. And he races horses for a living, and so he really took me under his wing and taught me a lot of different techniques and really spent a lot of time with him. So I'm pretty confident, but I'm sure I'll have some jitters at the time in the race.
Okay. Now, can you talk about this leading up to tonight, this whole experience, and you know what have been some of the rewarding parts of this for you?
You know, the journey during this process to train in this has been a dream. You know, I never thought of trying to be in a sulky race, but once I got the opportunity, I was excited, and it really is probably one of my bucket lists now that I'm able to check off. So pretty excited about that.
All right. Can you first of all talk a little bit about how you got involved with this year's Celebrity Harness race and who you're going to be racing for this evening?
I am racing for Brutus Dog Park down by the hospital on River Drive. I got interested in the harness racing the very first year they had it. I have always wanted to do it, not been able to do it just for one reason or another. And this year, my beautiful husband said, well, for Christmas he would get me the celebrity harness race, so I got to do it this year, and I am so excited. I've been training for about 6 weeks for it.
Now, can you talk about the training and, you know, how they've kind of prepared you for this moment and how you've kind of worked from not really knowing anything about this to having, you know, a better idea of what to expect tonight?
I have no experience with harness racing whatsoever for driving. Matt Curry, Pat Curry, and Dennis Eckert have all worked with me. Dennis has a horse stabled here at the fairgrounds, so I got to practice right here on this track, which was great help. Got to run a lot in the rain and the mud, which was really good. And then Matt Curry, I've been going out to the Curry Ranch or stables for about the last, probably 6 weeks, nearly every morning, and helping them training with their horses, and they're helping me learn about how to drive. So it's just been a great hand-in-hand type of friendship.
You know, Brutus Dog Park, can you talk about, you know, why you chose to race for them?
Brutus Dog Park opened up last year towards the end of summer, going into fall, and we raised the funding as a community, so it's a community dog park. Actually, there's 2 sections, for large dogs, small dogs, or for friendly dogs, a little bit less friendly dogs, however you want to divide them up. And that opened up, and we got the funding, especially with the help of Jack Batdorf, who had a beloved dog named Brutus, so that's where the name came from. And Brutus Dog Park, I've got a 85-pound chocolate lab that is my best friend, my best little buddy, which is why I named my horse tonight Brutus's little buddy.
Okay.
Kind of honored both Brutus and my dog for my cause that I'm going with. But once they got the park opened up, they need continued funding for improvements, for maintenance, keep it looking as good as it did the day it opened. So I selected that cause.
Can you talk about, what has been, the most rewarding part of this experience for you kind of heading into tonight?
I think just finding a new passion. I've already talked to Curry's and to Dennis about, is this something I can maybe do a little bit more, and they've both welcomed me with open hands. So I'll be doing this hopefully for a long, long time, as long as I'm able to, but it's a whole new passion and hobby that I found, so I love it.
3-4 as they come to the